Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Starting today, I will be taking Saturday and Sunday off during the summer. So I will only be videoing Monday through Friday. So there'll be no video tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. There's just so much stuff to do outside now that the weather's good and the garden's taking off. But I have been asked to make a birthday card for a lady who loves cardinals and feeding the birds. So I have this stamps and die set from Local King Rubber Stamps. It's called Cardinals. And I'm going to use this stamp here. And then I have some birthday sentiments. I'm going to be making my normal 5x7 card. This measures 10 inches by 7 inches. Score it at the 5-inch mark. Fold it and crease it with your bone folder. And then I have already cut out the next piece, which is white. This measures 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And I did use the waffle flower 5x7 lacy layers, their largest scalloped die. I'm going to be using that again because our next layer and our last layer is photo paper. And this is a 4x6 piece of glossy photo paper that I'm going to stamp on, and then we're going to cut that out with another lacy layer. I forgot the silver background layer, which is it's a gray, but it's a silver metallic. This is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So it's going to kind of layer together like this, but this inside piece will be glossy and etched. So let's get started. The first thing I need to do is we're going to emboss, or actually stencil, this scalloped layer that we have. I am using, this is a generic, it's similar to GinaK's Petite Flourish, but it's a larger flourish, and I just want to put that on here. But I do want to keep it off of the etched edge, so I'm just going to use some narrow washi tape. And I'm just going to put that down over the edge that I don't want to get inked up by accident. If I was doing it on purpose, that would be different. And just washi tape. I do have Masking Magic, but this is just the exact size I need it to be. And I'm not really fond of it, so we're going to use it. Now, I will be using GinaK's Soft Stone. And we're just going to ink that up. Put the stencil down on here. And as you see, the stencil doesn't go all the way to the end. So I have a piece of, we'll just use another piece of photo paper under there to keep that from getting. And I'm kind of going to go with a heavy hand. And we only need to do the outside because the inside will be covered up. I want this to be fairly heavy in color, just to give it a contrast to the bright white that will be in the center. You can go further in if you'd like. I'm just doing the edge. Now I'm going to slide that down a little bit and try and figure a good placement for it. Now I don't want to go over that part I just did, but I'll move it up a little bit. So that if I create a rough edge, a harsh edge, by doing this, it'll be covered up by the centerpiece. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So we're done stenciling. Take off and see how that left a nice, crisp white edge. Just gonna clean the mat, and I might as well clean my stencil while I'm here. All right, a clean rag. Set that aside. Just a little bit of water. clean this right up. All right, put it on its backing and the top, and it can go in its place. Okay, now I'm going to get out my MISTI, because we're going to take the piece of photo paper and I'm going to stamp our image on this. But I'm not using regular ink. We're going to use the Local King magic markers. And I'm just going to kind of center this as best I can, because I am going to be cutting this out once we're done. Now, she's got these lovely set of markers here. All right. And I am going to use, let's see. For the Cardinals, I'm going to use 13, 14, and 15. You use 3 colors. And then for the basket and the greenery, let's see. 57, 58, and 59. Now these don't come numbered. As soon as I got my box, and this is almost 10 years now, so these markers last a long time. I just numbered them as they were in order, so that my brain can figure out where they go. All right, so we're going to cover the Cardinals first, and you start with your lightest color, and you color the whole image. And you can stamp this all at once. I mean, you can color it all at once and then stamp it. I just want to get the colors for each done first. Now your next color, you just kind of go in randomly and scribble. No real placement. And then your darkest color. And just kind of scribble. All right, now we will put that down. And let's see how those look. Those look kind of cool. All right, now for the basket and the strings. Oh, I got my washi tape stuck on my hand. I'm going to take my lightest color and go over all that needs colored still. And it's okay if you get your color in your bird. It's just going to add to the, almost like a watercolor texture to these images. Now you could also use these stamps as a silhouette stamp. You could just stamp them in black ink or whatever color ink you wanted. Now I'll take my next darkest color and just kind of hit or miss. A little scribble here and there. But on the basket, I want to kind of do just the stripes with this. And now your darker color. And I'm going to go heavier on the leaves with this color. And I want to do, I know you're not supposed to, well, you don't, there's no right or wrong. But I want to get some distinct dark colors here. All right, so let's see what we get. Ah, I love it. Okay, we are done. Now this should be dry already, and it is. I love these magic markers. Okay, now I'm just going to cut this out using the 5x7 lacy layers from Waffle Flowers. in my Anna Griffin Empress machine. And since I am doing this on photo paper, I have found that I need a little extra shim. So just kind of want to get that where I want it to be. And now I'm going to put the metal shim on top of that. Just because the photo paper is a little sturdier and it has like a plastic coating almost on it. Oop, it stuck to the, there we go. And then that came out. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Now let's put this together and then I will stamp my sentiment and figure out how I want to handle the sentiment on a card. Let's see, are you going to work today? Yes, you are. Get that centered as best I can. And then put down our stencil layer. See how easy it is to do with those markers? You don't have to do a lot of planning. It doesn't take a lot of time. Okay, now I'm going to pop this up just the littlest bit. And I'm going to use some thin foam tape for that. Actually, I should do it doubled. One there, and then we'll go across the bottom. Should have just used my wide 1/2 inch, but I saw these first and that's what I grabbed. All right. Oh, gonna get a nice bruise on my hand there. I had a ladder out in the garage and I was looking above the garage door. There's a storage area, and I found a lot of things I didn't know was up there. But then when I was putting the ladder away, you know, you reach in and you lift up on the thing to close it. Well, the ladder went smack right on my hand. For a moment, I thought I broke my fingers, but just a bruised knuckle. Okay, now let's get this on the card. Just like that. Okay, now for the birthday. Let's put this back. I'm loving these little folders for this stuff. And I'll put my stamp back. Now, I did figure I have these rectangles for, I call them silver fancy edges. They're from the Stampendous Build a Pop-Up die set. And I kind of thought I might want to put happy birthday on that, or I might want to go straight across. I haven't decided. Let's see. Some of these do have die cuts, so maybe I could do that. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just do the birthday wishes from the Divinity Designs birthday from January's birthday flower of the month from January, and it has a die, which I think is this one. Yes, all right, so let's stamp this. And I've got a piece, yeah, from when I cut out some circles earlier today. We'll just put that right up here. And I'll use the VersaFine Claire Nocturne for that. All right, that came out perfect. Okay, oh, there's my clean rag. I have two rags, one for on camera and one for off. And the on camera one always seems to hide on me. As I think it wants you to see my everyday filthy used rag. All right, so now let's see if we can get this cut out just the way we need it to. Oh, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Let's see which way this goes. I think just like that. And I'm going to use a piece of this washi tape that I used to cordon off the edges. And we'll die cut this out. And hope it comes out. And while that's running through, I'm going to get my Wink Stella. Because I think some of those background pieces need a little bit of glitter. Okay, that came out nicely. And I'm just going to put that flat right there. I would normally pop this up, but we've already popped up the center. So that's going there. Now I'm going to take my Wink Stella in clear and just randomly color in some of these items that we stenciled, the foliage. Just a littlest bit here and there. You probably really can't see that on camera, but it is adding a nice shimmer. Now, I'm going to add a few blings, rhinestones. And let's see where I would like to put them. I think we're going to put one right in the center where the flower pot would hang, or the bird feeder would hang. It could be either or. And we're going to put one right there, one right there. One there. We'll put one there. Okay, and that is our card for today. Thanks for watching. There'll be no video tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. We'll be Monday through Friday until either the summer's over or my gardening is over. Because I'm starting to harvest now, my peas and everything, so I'm going to have to do some canning and freezing and stuff like that. So I will return. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the coloring today.